I'm sure at least a portion of the people who just clicked on this video watch Pokemon videos on YouTube as well. You all would probably be familiar with this type of content, but others may not be, so let me give you a quick rundown. Certain Pokemon YouTubers have come up with the idea where they create their own region, Pokemon, gym leaders, story, characters, and so on. Ones that I know of are Loxton and TrueGreen7, so if you like Pokemon content, you can check those out later. This is basically going to be the Pikmin equivalent of that, and if any of you watching happen to be Pikmin creators, I'd really like to see what you all come up with for a series like this. There are some really good ideas out there. Hello everybody, you're watching Variety Television and welcome to another Pikmin video. As I stated before, I'm starting a series where I essentially come up with my own Pikmin game, inspired by similar content done on the Pokemon side of YouTube. Before we get started, I'd like to give a quick reminder to check and make sure you're subscribed. Now, with everything being covered, let's get on with the video. I think for the first video of the series, I should probably introduce the main character and general point of the story. Also, I haven't thought of a name for this particular game yet, so that'll be coming in a later video. The best course of action regarding my Pikmin game and character, at least I think, is to make the main character be a custom character like Pikmin 4. However, there won't be a presence of castaways or leaflings, so we're trading that for some more customization options, including colors. And so the main character is the player's character, but they are not a member of the Rescue Corps. Actually, this game is going to be a bit different story-wise and gameplay-wise. For starters, the player character is an engineer who runs a manufacturing company. This particular company is located on an alien planet we haven't seen before, so no Hockatate or Kopai or Carrot. This company runs an extremely unique business model, even for a company that serves several star systems. Nobody is doing what this company is. You see, the player character is the owner of the company, like I said, and they run their business based on an invention of theirs. They have invented a machine that can synthesize almost anything using an extremely advanced AI-enabled 3D printing technology. The printing system itself is a small array of drones outfitted with lasers that place material. When all the drones work together and enough of the right materials are put into the system, the printing system can make almost anything you ask of it. As for the general story, well, here's what happens. The player character is traveling to a distant planet to construct a small fleet of loader robots capable of carrying freight and loading it into ships. On the way, the character's ship snaps out of warp drive suddenly, as two alarms go off simultaneously. The first alarm indicates an incoming SOS signal. The other, and the one that causes the warp drive to stop, is an alarm indicating imminent impact, before the ship is suddenly struck down by a meteoroid. When the player character comes to, they are in some sort of large building, one that the person playing the game would recognize as some sort of power plant. While trying to find their ship to escape, the player character is only able to find the pod part of the ship. This particular ship is designed sort of like the Hockatate ship. It's a one-seater where the top part is a pod that separates. Luckily for the player character, the pod contains the 3D printing array, so not all hope is lost. But with no materials or ways to mine materials, rebuilding the rest of the ship and escaping will be extremely difficult. This all of course leaves a few questions up in the air for us to figure out as we go on. Why did the ship's proximity defense systems not work? Who built this massive power plant that we find ourselves in, and who sent out that mysterious SOS signal? Some of the key features of this game would be a hub area similar to Pikmin 4 that you can expand as you progress, but rather than making room for castaways, you're making room for constructions. Thanks to your 3D printing array, you're able to build different structures that have different effects or buffs. During certain gameplay segments, you'll need to gather different materials while you defend a specific spot. This is when you would use your unique crafting ability and the Pikmin you eventually discover in tandem to survive. Pikmin can help fight off enemies during this mode or gather and collect materials, but you can also use certain materials you collect to craft certain defense or support towers. Things like drills that mine up various material depending on where they're placed, or a cannon that shoots bomb rocks to help defend your area. I imagine any of these structures could be upgraded to have stronger effects. like faster drilling or auto-aim for the bomb rock cannon. Constructions that provide buffs to your Pikmin can also be built and upgraded. I'll go into specific constructs more in a separate video, but I'll give you an example for the red Pikmin. Remember the fire pits from Pikmin 4 that were scattered about? Well, using your printing array, you can build one anywhere on the map, and red Pikmin could throw the fire starters at enemies or could be thrown at enemies while holding a fire starter for extra damage. Not only that, but while in defense mode, many other constructs such as dirt walls or electric fences could be built as well. That's all I'm going to go into for this video, but the next one is going to be up to you all. For the next video, would you want to know more about this hypothetical game story, or know more about the environments, or know more about how the game would play? Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up with this series. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, but that's all I have for this one, so stay tuned. Variety Television will be right back.